Welcome to General Chemistry Mini Lecture Series, Lecture 6, Temperature Conversion. What is temperature? Temperature is the measurement of the average amount of kinetic energy. Heat flows from matter that has a higher temperature or higher energy into matter that has a lower temperature or lower energy. So there are three temperature scales. One is Fahrenheit, that is used in the US. We can use this equation to convert temperature on the Celsius scale to Fahrenheit. Celsius, that is used actually in many other countries around the world, and we can convert Fahrenheit into Celsius using the second equation here on this slide. Kelvin scale. So Kelvin is directly proportional to average amount of kinetic energy. 0 degree Kelvin, that's the absolute zero. So that's the lowest temperature. Therefore, there are no negative temperature values on Kelvin scale. We can convert temperature from Celsius into Kelvin using this equation. Or we can convert Kelvin into Celsius using this equation. Now, let's look at the freezing point of water. We know water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, and that is the same as 273 Kelvin. And also, that's the same as 32 degree Fahrenheit. That's just one temperature, but on three different scales. The boiling point of water on the Celsius scale, that's 100 degree Celsius. And Fahrenheit, that's 212. And that is also equivalent to 373 on the Kelvin scale. You see? So therefore, there's a need to convert temperature from one scale to another. We are going to talk a little bit more about that. Here, let's convert 20 degrees Celsius to Kelvin and Fahrenheit. First, let's take a look what is given and what is wanted. Okay, given 20 degrees Celsius, what is wanted or what do we need to find out? That's first is a Kelvin. Okay, let's see how can we achieve that. We basically use one of the equations from the previous slide. We know Celsius, and we want to convert Celsius into Kelvin, so that's why we use this equation. So now Celsius, in this particular problem, 20 degrees Celsius plus 273, then we got 293 K. So problem solved. That's for the first part. Then the second part. So what is given? Again, that's 20 degrees Celsius. And what is wanted? What do we need to find out? The temperature on the Fahrenheit scale. And we have to use this equation. So we know Celsius, and then we find out Fahrenheit. 20 degrees Celsius, and now we got 68 Fahrenheit. So that's how you convert the temperatures. So therefore, 20 degrees Celsius, that temperature is equivalent to 293 Kelvin or 68 Fahrenheit. So you have three different values, three different units, but we are talking about the same temperature. The average normal human body temperature is 98.6 Fahrenheit. What is the temperature in Celsius and Kelvin? Again, so what do we know? What is wanted? So we do know 98.6 Fahrenheit, and first we need to convert that to degrees Celsius. Okay, we have to use the equation relating those two units. Now we know Fahrenheit 98.6 subtracted by 32, then divided by 1.8. That gives me 37 degrees Celsius. Now, the second part of the question, from given to want. In this case, this given, I put a quotation mark there, is not directly given. You see, so in the question, 37 degrees Celsius is not directly given, but it is still given. Indirectly, we can say, because that's what we calculated from the first part in this question. Okay, so now 37 becomes known now, or becomes given. And what do we need to find out? Kelvin. And we simply use this equation. And that gives us 310 degrees on the Kelvin scale. So, normal human body temperature, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That is equivalent to 37 degrees Celsius. And also equivalent to 310 Kelvin. This is lecture 6. I will see you guys in lecture 7.